Millen and I are going to introduce clicker training to you today. Clicker training is a way to teach dogs behaviors through positive reinforcement. To do clicker training, you need a clicker. It may come in a form like a box, where you press the end of the middle flap to make the noise. Or, if your store does not have clickers for sale, you can use tops of jar lids that make the same noise. Essentially, what we want to do is to associate that noise with the right behaviors. Every time a click takes place, a treat will be given to Millen. This is Millen. For this, I'm using a clicker that looks like this toy. It's got a little flap at the top. The click is quite loud, and also it's got a ring for me to put over my hand. It's quite useful for when I'm walking him or for when I'm shaking his hand and the clicker is not in my hand. You gonna shake my hand? Sit! Oh, okay. This is a very important thing. To begin charging your clicker or introducing the clicker to your dog or teaching him a new trick, first things first is to make sure your dog is in an environment where he's not distracted. Right now, he's in an attempt to kill a poor baby lamb. Release. Oh, it's no tug of war. Put the toy up there where neither of us can reach it easily. And I'm going to put the camera down. Okay. Now, in an environment which is quiet and does not have many distractions, I'm going to wait for Millen to calm down and then I'm going to charge the clicker. It's important to have treats. Treats that are easy to swallow and that don't require a lot of time chewing. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click and treat. Click and treat. Click and treat. Repeat this step 10 times till he listens to the click. As soon as the click took place, he turned around to look at me because he is expecting a treat. Soon, the dog will get the idea that a click means a treat, that he's done something right and he's going to be rewarded. Millen, sit. Yes. It is very important to get the timing right when using clicker training. You don't want to wait for the dog to sit, a few moments goes by and then you click. The dog will not understand that the sound relates to that action of just sitting. Sit! Sit! He's offered me the wrong behavior, so no click and no treat. Sit! Yes. It's also important to charge a word like yes for a good behavior. In an event that you've misplaced your clicker or your clicker is not in your hand and you want to capture the right behavior straight away, you want to say yes. For example, sit. Shake hands, yes. As soon as his paw was in my hand, I said yes, which reinforced the idea of shaking hands. Click and treat. If your dog does not respond to the clicker, it means that your treat was not effective enough and your dog is not interested in it. Or I'm really not sure what. Sometimes you may just have to click and treat, click and treat, click and treat enough times for the dog to make the connection. Millen, sit. Just as he was about to sit down, milliseconds before his bum had touched the floor, I clicked, and that was the perfect time to click. because he knows that act of putting his bum down, that motion, brings the click. If he had put his bum down and sat there for a while and then I clicked, I was clicking for the motion of not doing anything. I've been using clicker training for a while now, and it hasn't been only till recently that I realized I was clicking too late. And now, from here on out, I'm going to try to be more spot on with my timing. Millen, sit. So that's the whole idea of charging the clicker, making the dog connect the idea of the sound means treat, and you also want to raise the criteria quickly so that he doesn't expect one trick for one treat. Instead, he might have to do more tricks for just one treat. For example, this is a trick that he's learned just 2 days ago. Millen, come! Oh, he brought a toy. No toy. Millen, jump through! Millen, jump through! Yes! Millen, jump through! See, he expected the toy right after he did the trick, but I'm not going to treat him just yet. Millen, jump through! Yes! Millen, jump through! Yes! And then only I give him the toy. So it's important to raise criteria, asking them for more things before we treat them in the future after they have been introduced to a new behavior that you want them to learn. So thank you very much for joining us with this session. Millen's going to sit for us. And he says, thank you very much for your time. We hope to see you soon.